Alright, welcome back. So now that I've introduced you to the free version of Google Earth a little bit and understanding its basic capabilities, let's go ahead and use Google Earth to make a really basic map. And so whenever I go and make a map, I always like to ask myself, what is this map that I'm making? What is the ultimate objective? What is my geographic question here? So what I want to know is, where are the nationally registered historic sites or buildings within the Pueblo watershed, which is in San Diego County? And so, taking that apart, I know that I'm going to need at least two different layers. That is, the National Register of Historic Sites and then the watershed boundaries itself. So where do I get this data from? Well, for this example, I'm just going to go online and I'm going to go ahead and search for free KML data. Okay, and right here at the top, I've already explored this, but you'll see there's all sorts of different places that you can get KML data from. But we're going to go this 11 great sources of government data. So I'm going to go right here to the National Park Service, National Register of Historic Places. And so there's a bunch of information here and different types of spatial data. And we're concerned with the West region. So if you're following along with me, go ahead and scroll down to the West region. Go ahead and save your compressed folder. And then we need our watershed boundaries. So I'm going to go back to Google and I'm going to look for free San Diego KML data. Okay. And now I know that this watershed boundary exists here on Professor Keith Pozzoli's USP2 site. And I'm going to scroll down until I find it. So right here, allwatersheds.shp.kmz. So this is a KMZ file of all the watershed boundaries in San Diego. And I know that this SHP means that at one time it was a shapefile. So somewhere along the line, somebody converted a shapefile into a KMZ file so that it could be viewed in Google Earth, which is exactly what we're doing now. So let's go ahead and download it. And keep in mind that both of the files that we just downloaded are in zip folders. So I'm going to navigate to where I just saved mine. And I know that I keep it in a particular place in a GIS folder or root folder. And so what you'll want to do is right click on your zip folder and extract all. Okay, I've already extracted mine, so I'll just leave it there. And then our watershed layer is ready to go. Okay, beautiful. So let's go ahead and pull up Google Earth. Alright. So first thing, let's go ahead and open up one of these watershed boundaries. Beautiful. I'm going to minimize that right there. And then let's go ahead and add our historic sites as well. Alright, beautiful. I'll go ahead and minimize that as well. So, as you may recall, we did the whole western region. So these are all the registered historic sites that the National Park Service maintains. So, for most of my demonstrations, I'm going to zoom into the San Diego region. And I know that the Pueblo watershed is somewhere around this area, but I'm not exactly sure where the boundaries are. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on my watershed boundaries. Alright, beautiful. So we see all these different watersheds here in these different colors. Alright, and so I think what I'll do is turn them all off, and then here's Pueblo. So I'll go ahead and turn that one on. And I don't know if I really like the color of that watershed, so I think I will change the color to something a little bit darker. How about this one right here? Okay. That looks good to me. Beautiful. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and now I have my entire Pueblo watershed, and then all these National Registered sites in here. Alright, so if I click on these sites, I can see a little bit more information about them. Unfortunately, with this setup, that's basically all I really get, though. I can't really make a report with it. I can't really make a legend with it per se. I just know that these are sites and that somewhere down the line I need to find out more about them. But this is a great start because it shows me where the concentration of the historic sites are. And so that's really all I want to do right now. So I'll go ahead and File, Save Image, and I'm just going to save it on my desktop and call it Pueblo Historic. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save that, and then go ahead and open it up here. And this is what you get. So, as I said earlier, when we export this JPEG image, it's essentially just going to give us what's in that visualization screen. Now, we can add other features on here. We could add other points, lines, or polygons. We could add text. Or we can take this JPEG and we can open it up in another type of software to do some sort of photo editing. For example, we could use Adobe Illustrator, or Adobe Photoshop, or PowerPoint's a really easy one. You just insert this into a PowerPoint slide and you can start drawing on top of it and making titles and making it look a little bit more pretty, or maybe you don't want to see all of the credits and everything at the bottom down here, so you want to get rid of that. So that would be the next step, or you just use it as is. So